Hello friends, welcome to the new session. In this session I am going to explain you how to make the project work for the 9th standard English textbook, that is for unit 6. You all know the unit 6 is all about freedom. You all know about our freedom, isn't it? How hard our freedom fighters fought to get freedom for us. Is it not? Now let's get started. And before starting the project work, I would like to tell you to make the project work genuinely. Don't copy from your friends or don't copy from the internet. When you gather information for yourself, you will have the knowledge, you will have the self-sufficiency, you will be self-reliant, and it will enhance your self-confidence. Therefore, always make use of every opportunity. Okay, even in the higher studies, there are many chances where you can copy from others, but don't take the shortcut method. Always do that. Then only you will have the fruits. Then only you will have the knowledge. Right? Now let me get into the session. Yeah, the unit 6, 9th standard unit 6. Here we have the project work. It's given in the textbook. At the end of your lesson, you have it in our textbook. Yeah, so I have already prepared the project work in my laptop. I'll just scroll and show you how to make it. Okay, in the first page, you need to write the the project work. Only the caption project work fully in one page. Yeah, and write the theme of the unit. You know the theme of the unit is freedom. Yeah, and then write the task. Task means what you are supposed to do. Maybe the question is very big. Don't write the entire question. In simple sentence, however you can write, that way you make it short and write the task, because you may use the colors or sketches, and you have to write that project work, unit and theme in the same page, so you can go for the short way of writing the question. Okay, firstly I will read the question for you and tell you what to write as the task. Okay, firstly let's take the textbook and I will read the question. Collect information about the great leaders who fought for the freedom of our country. Arrange the information in the table given. Now look, in the textbook itself they have given us the format, the table. So no need to create a new table. The work is easy for us. Discuss in groups and write down the questions you will need to get the information. Whenever it is given discuss in groups, this is a group activity. That means all the data need not be collected by a single person. All of you collectively can make. Maybe if the group consists of 6 students, so 6 of you, each one can collect one information, and all of you, 6 of you can sit together and make the whole table. Okay, so the work is done easier, and after collecting the information, you all have to sit in a group and everyone has to share the information with each other, and then you have to discuss. That is, when you are gathering information, you get to know new things. Generally, when people tell us history or about leaders, we get very sleepy. But when we search on our own, we gain with interest. Yeah, so that time you would have learnt something. All those things you will be discussing. On the basis of the information collected in the table below, write a brief biographical sketch of any one of them and present it before the class. Now look, if 6 of you are there, one can write the biographical sketch, other 5 of you can gather information about one leader. And remember, the biographical sketch that you are making should be one among the leaders who is there in the table. Then only it will look meaningful. Okay, so that way you can make the project. Or if you are active enough, each one can collect 5 information about 5 leaders, and all of you can find out whichever is very interesting or very useful, or you can share the information. All of you 5 suppose. So 25 information you have about 25 different leaders. So you can discuss how hard they have struggled for the freedom. All those you can discuss and make the project work. Yeah, so let's move ahead. I will just tell you how to present it in your notebook. Now look, presentation is very important in the languages, okay, even in the examination part also. Your handwriting and the way you present matters a lot. Yeah, of course, whatever answer you write is also important, but the way you present it matters a lot. That is, when guests come to our house, what do? Our house is as it is, we can't change our house. What do? We just make it neat and tidy and cover whatever is not so good looking, everything we cover with a curtain. We cover up all that doesn't look good, and we give a very neat presentation so that the guests get a good impression on us. That is what I am telling you. We cannot change everything, but when we present it neatly, it gives a good impression, and that is very important in examination as well as in our daily life also. So right, with the same spirit, let's get the project work started. Don't be in a hurry. Okay, take 1 or 2 hours. Arrange everything properly. Take your sketch pens, sketches, scale, all the writing material, pens, pencils, whatever is required. Take everything and sit down for 1 or 2 hours and do it neatly and tidily. You will learn how to present it neatly. That's not given in the books how to make it. Yeah, we have to learn it on our own. That is what education is. Okay, without further ado, I will just get into the session. So first page, you will write unit 6 in big bold words, and then write the theme freedom, and then write the task collect information about the great leaders. You can write how many ever you are. If you are all collecting 5 together, write 5. If you are all together collecting 6, write 6. Or individual, if you are doing, how many you collected, that number you write. Collect information about 5 great leaders who fought for the freedom of our country, and write the biographical sketch of one of the leaders. That is your task. Okay. Then go to the next page. I would just tell you to use the right hand side of the book. That would look very nice, because even in the record books you might have seen, they use only one side. The other side is for the pictures. So the same way I too would tell you to maintain it like a record notebook, where you use the right hand side only for writing the information. If any pictures or any other extra materials you have, that you can stick on the left hand side. Okay, so go to the right hand side and then write the primary information. In the primary information, you all know the format. As of now, I have made all the 5 project works, so you might have been now aware of it. Now I will again explain you. The first one is name of the project. What is this project all about? It is about freedom fighters. And then date of the project. Whenever you are doing this project, then you write it. As this is in the October syllabus, I am writing it as 15th October 2024. Mode of the project. So how are you making the project? By going to the internet and getting the information. Then you write it as collecting information. Yeah, and number of students participated. Here I am telling you once again, if you all are doing it in a group, then write it as group activity and write the number of students, 5 or 6 or 7. In case you want to do it individually, you can write it as one individual activity. It's up to the way you want to do. If you want to work harder, then do it as an individual activity. Now on to the information. Firstly, you will make the tabular column, name of the leader. First column is name of the leader. So here I have written Lokamanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Personal details, the 2 columns are there in that. Date of birth. Date of birth is 23rd July 1856. Place of birth is Ratnagiri, Maharashtra. Then movements in which they participate. What are the movements? You know, there were so many movements during freedom fighting. That is Quit India movement, Simon Go Back movement, and then you have the non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement. There were many movements in that, in which movement they had participated. Okay, so here generally you can't find all of them getting into one movement. Whatever they had done, in whichever activity they were in, that activity you can write. Okay, in whichever way they had contributed for freedom, that you can write, because it's not easy to find for one person, one movement. So you don't compromise with the leader, you take the leader whom you like and write how they have contributed for the freedom, movements in which they participated. So here I have written, started 2 weeklies, Kesari in Marathi and Maharatha in English, then advocated Swaraj and Indian independence movement. He even advocated self-rule movement also. So it need not be too short or too long, write it into 2 to 3 points. Okay, and then I would also tell you, turn the page in a horizontal way. For example, the notebook is always vertical in size, vertical side. You turn it like this. Now suppose this is our notebook. Now this is a textbook. This way it is the notebook. So you can turn it like this. Okay, so in this way, 1 leader, 2 leader, 3, 4, like that you can accommodate the major part in one go. So that is what I would like to tell you. You will also get the interest to do it. Okay, and then pains or hardships they faced is imprisonment in Mandalay, tried for sedition charges 3 times by British Indian government. Okay, and the qualities that you like in them, that you should write in the noun form. Bravery, courage, self-reliance, you should write in the noun form. This also 2 to 3 points are sufficient. And after you finish writing the data of one person only, you draw the line. Otherwise one is big, one is small. If you write it, then space won't be there. You will have to write it teeny weeny. It doesn't look good at all. Project work means presentation is very important. So after finishing the data, draw the line. Okay. Second one I have written Lala Lajpat Rai, and his date of birth is 28th January 1865. And he was born in Dudike, Punjab. And the movements in which he had participated is Indian independence movement, and then protest against the Simon Commission. This is a very prominent role. Lala Lajpat Rai is also called as Lion of Punjab. Do you know that? And what is Tilak called as? Balagangadhar. Lokmanya Tilak. Actually, his name is Balagangadhar Tilak. His title is Lokmanya. Okay, and then the pains that he underwent is baton charge. Baton charge means lathi charge. Baton charge by police in Lahore during the protest against the Simon Commission. You all know about ahimsa, non-violence. That is, even the Britishers are beating, they should not beat. That is what it means. Okay, he participated and he got lot of injuries. Yeah, so he was a leader of this movement. And then what do you like in him? Patriotism. Patriotism is love for the country, dedication and commitment. Okay, on to the third one that I have written as Vallabhbhai Patel, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Okay, he is a man of unity. You all know the Statue of Unity, isn't it? That is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was born on 31st October 1875 and his place of birth is Nadiad, Kheda district. Okay, and then when you are writing from internet, write the correct spelling. Okay, and then what are the movements he participated in? Satyagraha in Gujarat, then Quit India movement and political integration of independent India. What he did is, actually India had so many princely states. Okay, like some Dutch colonies were there, some Portuguese colonies were there, some French colonies, some Nizams, Nawabs, all these were there. He united them into a country, that is India. Okay, now some Portuguese, Goa, Dayu, Daman, these were all Portuguese territories. Okay, now Pondicherry, Yanam, Karaikal, these were all French territories. Hyderabad was in the hands of Nizams. All these integrated into one country, that is India. That is why it's called man of unity. Okay, and then what do you like in him? That is belief in unity, love for the country, and he is very brave. And here I have written true valor. Valor means bravery. Bravery means courageousness. Next is my favorite, that is Bhagat Singh. He was born on 28th September 1907 and his place of birth is Bhanga, Punjab. What are the movements he participated in? He participated in Delhi Assembly bombing and arrest, and this is extremist movement. He is not into moderate. Moderate means those who are non-violent. The first three are non-violent. They never got violent. But you see Bhagat Singh, he was into extremists. The main goal was the same. The way they approached was different. Yeah, he had a lot of guts, lot of overwhelming patriotism, we can say. Yeah, so what he did, he blast the bomb on the assembly, Delhi Assembly. Okay, and then what are the pains he underwent? Sentenced to death in Lahore conspiracy case, then hunger strike and Lahore conspiracy case. And what do you like in him? Yeah, courage, grit. Grit means lot of guts, and then boldness, and he was very dare. And the next one is Vallinayagam Olaganathan Chidambaram Pillai. He was born on 5th September 1872 on Teachers' Day. And what's the date of his, what is the place of his birth is Ottapidaram, Tirunelveli district, Madras. Okay. And what are the movements he participated in? Founded the Swadeshi steam navigation. He made the ship, that is steam navigation, and then coral mill strike. These were the movements. And then what are the pains? Arrest and imprisonment, charged with sedition, sentenced to life imprisonment. Whole life he spent in jail after making, actually the Britishers started asking taxes for exporting and importing. So what he did, why should we pay tax, he thought, and he made the ship without the Britishers permission, and he sent on the sea, and he was imprisoned for breaking the rules. Yeah, and then barrister license was cancelled. Barrister means he was a lawyer. That license was cancelled. And what do you like in him? Guts, challenging nature, spirit to resist slavery. Resist means protest against. Then helping nature. He was much concerned about the traders, about the businessmen, about the people, about the Indians. Now this is a biographical sketch. In the biographical sketch pattern I have already uploaded. Just once you go through our channel and go to the playlist, you can find the biographical sketch. Now I won't explain it. I'll just read it out for you so that it is easy for you to write down the biographical sketch. So here among this I have picked up Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and I have written the biographical sketch of Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So firstly write a quotation. Freedom is my birthright and I shall have it. This was told by Lokmanya. This was his motto. Okay, Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak was a great freedom fighter. He was born on 23rd July at Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. He was born to Mr. Gangadhar Tilak and Mrs. Parvati Bai Gangadhar Tilak. He studied at Deccan College in Pune, where he earned bachelor's degree in mathematics and Sanskrit. He then studied law at University of Bombay. He worked as a journalist. He used to write articles about the Indian independence movement in Marathi newspaper called Kesari and an English newspaper called Maharatta. So here he have written about his education and now his entry into the freedom movement. Lokmanya came forward with a 4-point program of Swadeshi movement, boycott movement, national education and Swaraj movement. He was one of the first advocates of Swaraj or self-rule. He even founded the Deccan Education Society in 1884 to help educate the masses. Masses means people. He became a member of Indian National Congress. Tilak even launched the Indian Home Rule League in April 1916 at Belgaum. He started the Swadeshi movement in India, and to promote it with the help of Jamshedji Tata, he established Bombay Swadeshi stores. This is all about the Swadeshi movement, that is, use only Indian products. That was the Swadeshi movement. As he published a series of articles in his Marathi newspaper, Kesari, against the British, He was arrested by the British under the charge of sedition in 1908 and was sentenced to jail for a period of 6 years in Burma. So, he was sent to Burma jail. Yeah, and he was a great freedom fighter and the strongest advocate of Swaraj. His patriotism is a trait worth admiring now and forever. He is truly a great leader. Lokmanya passed away due to a cardiac arrest on 1st August 1920. His life is an inspiration to each one of us. Yeah, I think I could be of some help in guiding you to make the project work. All the best for your project works, and follow the instructions which I have given you in the beginning of the video. It will be very helpful to you. So comment in the comment section, tell me how you felt doing the project on your own. I will be very happy to read them all. Thank you for watching, and subscribe our channel for further updates. Even for the 10th standard syllabus, you can subscribe our channel. It will be very useful. Share with as many friends as possible. Thank you for watching, and click the like button.